In today's session, we are going to discuss about user administration. Okay. In today's session, we are going to discuss about user administration. Okay. Well, here, guys, first of all, we need to understand who is user. User. Okay. User means, let us say, I am an employee. I am an employee. In the organization, I am an employee. I am using Salesforce. I am using ServiceNow. I am using Power BI. I am using AWS. That means I am a Salesforce user. I'm a ServiceNow user. I'm a Power BI user. Okay. So similarly, let us take another employee. If an employee is using Salesforce, Power BI, AWS, ServiceNow, that means he is a ServiceNow user, Salesforce user, Power BI user. So suppose if you use an application, that means you are a user. In the organization, if an employee use ServiceNow, then he is a ServiceNow user. I am using Facebook. I am a Facebook user. I am using WhatsApp. I am a WhatsApp user. I am using Telegram. I am a Telegram user. Okay. I am using PhonePe. I am a PhonePe user. Okay. So if I am using Telegram, I am a Telegram user. Okay. So if you are using an application, that means you are a user. Okay. Fine. Okay. So, well, here, guys, all IT companies, all companies use ServiceNow platform to their to automate their business processes. TCS will go to ServiceNow company to purchase the ServiceNow product. Okay, let us take TCS as an example. TCS company will go to ServiceNow. Okay, TCS company will go to ServiceNow company to purchase the ServiceNow product. Let us say TCS has spent some amount and purchased the ServiceNow product. Let us imagine that TCS has purchased the ServiceNow product. After purchasing the product, TCS company will get these kind of URLs. So TCS company will get 3 URLs. Okay. So that is actually TCS dev, TCS test, TCS. So here developers will work. Will work. So if you count administrators, developers, and testers all together, you can total you will find 50 members. Okay. So developers, testers, admins, all together, if you count, you will get 50 members around. Okay. Well, here in the organization, the TCS organization, let us say there are 4 lakhs employees. 4 lakhs. There are 4 lakhs employees. Okay. These 4 lakhs employees, has to use ServiceNow platform. See, here TCS company will purchase ServiceNow product. After purchasing ServiceNow product, all TCS employees should use this ServiceNow platform. So employees use this production ServiceNow URL, guys. Remember, employees use this production ServiceNow URL. Okay. So how can these 4 lakhs employees use this ServiceNow URL? How can they log into this particular ServiceNow URL? Okay. So that is where every employee should have user account in ServiceNow. Okay. 4 lakhs employees means 4 lakhs user account should be there in ServiceNow. Getting my point? So these 4 lakhs employees should access this URL. These 4 lakhs employees should access this particular URL. Okay. So how can they access this particular URL? To access this URL, every employee should have user account so that they will be able to access this particular URL. Okay. So that is where user administration concept come into picture. Okay. So here creating 4 lakhs user accounts is not a simple job. Creating 4 lakhs user account is not a simple job. For that, we need automation. Okay. For that, we need an automation. So here in ServiceNow, what we will do is we will create a scheduled import. Okay. In the scheduled import, you can see example LDAP user import daily. So daily, we will actually import the data and we'll be creating the user accounts. So we won't do it manually. We won't create the user accounts manually. So this is a job. This job will this job will actually pull the details and it will create the user accounts automatically. So this job will pull the details. This job will pull the details from another tool where all the employees details are stored. So it will pull all the details from the another tool. It will be creating the user accounts automatically. So creating 4 lakhs user accounts is not a simple job. So this will automatically pull the employees details. It will be creating the user accounts automatically. Okay. So we won't be creating the user accounts manually, guys. Remember this point. We won't be creating the user accounts manually. Automatically user accounts will be created. You join today, and you want to access service now. Tomorrow you will get access automatically. Because this job will create automatically a user account for you. You joined in the organization today, and tomorrow this job will automatically create a user account for you so that you can log into service now. No need to create the user account manually. So creating 4 lakhs user accounts is not a simple job. So every day it will actually check who has joined newly and it will pull those details. It will be creating the user accounts automatically. So how to create this job and all comes under scheduled jobs topic. Scheduled jobs topic. There is a separate topic called scheduled jobs. Okay. Okay. So now we will understand how to create the user account manually. Okay. So we'll go to the user administration. Go to users. Okay. So here there are some already user accounts here. There are already some user accounts here. Okay. So like these user accounts, I am creating a new user account here. I am creating a new user account here. Let us take your name. So you joined in an organization. You want to access service now. you should have user account. So I am creating a user account for you. So normally user account will be created automatically. I am just creating manually. So your good name, please. Hmm? ABH Y. Last name. So this is your login ID. Abhay is actually your login ID. This is your first name. This is your last name. Your title I am giving here as software engineer. Okay. And I am giving here your email address. Okay. I am creating a user account for you. After creating the user account, I am setting a password for you. Click on set password, generate password, and copy password and save password. So this is your login ID. And small, a small letter you have to use. This is your password. And you have to access this particular URL. URL is common for everyone. URL is common for everyone. Okay. So this is the URL that we'll discuss. Okay. So this is the URL every employee has to access. And this is the username. This is the login name. This is the password. What am I doing is I am just opening a private window. Okay. I'm accessing this particular URL. I'm accessing this particular URL. Okay. Why is it showing in Japanese and all? I'm not sure. Okay. So Abhay is actually the login name. I think I have selected the preferred language for you. It is English only, right? So for the first time, it will ask you to reset the password. Is it showing in Japanese language? Logging out of the session. Okay. Here you can change your preference here, language. So now I have logged in as Abhay. Okay. So tomorrow a new employee has joined in. Your good name? Shekhar. So tomorrow a new employee has joined in and he want to access ServiceNow platform. So in the TCS company, And tomorrow Shaker has joined in. And Shaker want to access ServiceNow platform. And what we will do, we'll create a user account for Shaker as well. So we'll go to the user administration. We'll go to users. I'm creating a user account for Shaker as well. Shaker, your last name? Hmm? Full name only Shaker. Okay, Muni Shaker. So you are also a software engineer. Okay. After creating the user account, I am setting a password for you. Generate the password, copy the password, and save the password. Yes, let me answer you. So I have created a user account for Shaker. Okay. I have created a user account for Shaker. So Shaker login name is Shaker, small letters. And Shaker password I have copied here. This is the password. He has to access the same URL. Okay. So I am going to the private window. I am just logging out as Abhay. Okay. I'm setting the password here. The password is this one. For the first time, it will ask you to reset the password, guys. For the first time, it will ask you to reset the password. So I'm just keeping July, August, right? August, the rate 2024. August at the rate 2024. Now I have logged in as Shaker. So likewise, every employee should have user account to access ServiceNow. Okay, you joined in a TCS company, guys. After joining in TCS company, you want to access TCS company ServiceNow URL. That means you should have user account. Getting my point? Likewise, every employee should have user account to log into their ServiceNow, company ServiceNow. Okay. So as I have account in my company ServiceNow, I will log into my company ServiceNow by providing my username and password here. So this is my company ServiceNow URL. This is my login name. Okay. I have to enter the password here. And I have to click on sign in. Once I click on sign in, it will send me a OTP. I have to enter the OTP and then I have to log into it. Because I have user account in my company ServiceNow. Likewise, every employee should have user account to log into their ServiceNow. Suppose you joined in Deloitte company and you want to access Deloitte company ServiceNow URL. You should have user account in the Deloitte company ServiceNow URL. Okay. When you have Deloitte company ServiceNow URL, you can log into Deloitte company ServiceNow. Okay. So the task that I am giving you here is I would request you to create 5 user accounts manually. Under user administration, go to users, create 5 user accounts, clicking on new and 5 user accounts with your family members' names. Okay. So if you want to see the user accounts that you created here in this list, what you can do is you can just go to user administration, click on users, so that you will be able to see. If you are not able to find the users that you created, just click on this settings icon, just pull created field. So like I pulled created field here. So from the left side to right side, you have to move. You have to find created field here in the left side, and you have to move it to right side. This one created. On the created field, so you can use ascending order, descending order. So this is actually descending order. So this is actually descending order. So here it is actually ascending order, 2004. So descending order means which are created recently will come, so that you can identify what is created recently. See, Shaker user account is recently created. Abhay user account is recently created. Kondaya user account is recently created. Rahim user account is recently created. Okay. Likewise, you can find what exactly the user accounts that you created in the user administration. That is the task for today, guys, that I am giving you. So I want you guys to create 5 user accounts manually. And one more thing that you have to remember here is you have to create the, see, usually user accounts will be created automatically by using job. Normally in the organizations, you won't be creating the user accounts. That is not your responsibility. That is not your duty. Creating user account is not your duty. Yeah. Okay. So just to understand, create 5 user accounts and log in with their credentials. Are we able to successfully logging in as that employee or not? We'll see after creating the user account. Okay. Okay. So here, let me write a user definition. User is nothing but employee who want to use ServiceNow. See, this user administration will be there in every tool, guys, not only in ServiceNow. This user administration will be there in every tool. You take Salesforce. In the Salesforce also, you will see this user administration. You take Power BI. In the Power BI also, you will see this user administration. This user administration will be there in every tool, because every employee has to access every tool, right? Getting my point? So user who want to use ServiceNow, okay, employee who want to use ServiceNow is user. Okay. So in other words, we can say user is nothing but employee. User is nothing but employee who want to use ServiceNow. Okay. Next thing that comes into picture is group, guys. Group is nothing but team in the organization. In the organizations, employees will be working as teams. That team we call it as group in ServiceNow. Group is nothing but team in the organization. Team in the organization. So let us take TCS. In the TCS, there will be different teams. Every team is nothing but a group. So now I am actually creating a group here. Under user administration, you will be able to see groups. Okay. I am creating a group for Power BI developers. Power BI developers. Their manager, I am actually making Abhay as their manager. Abhay Patil as their manager. So what exactly this group does? You will write here. Power BI customization. Okay. You will write about the group, what exactly this group does. You will create a group here. After creating the group, so in the team, there will be team members, right? So we have group members here. We have group members here. So I am adding Abhay as team member as well. Abhay is a manager, and I am making Abhay as a team member as well. Abhay Patil as well as Shekhar Muni, as well as Kondaya, as well as Rahim. Okay. So Lisa, Alva, Abraham Lincoln, Able Tutor. These all are team members. These all are team members. Okay. So every user is nothing but an employee. Every group is nothing but a team in the organization. Every team has team manager, team members. Okay. You understand, right? How to create a group and how to add the group members. Group members are nothing but users. Adding users as a group members. Okay. And I am creating one more group for you. For user administration, I am creating one more group for AWS developers. AWS developers. So here I am making Ramon as manager. I'm creating a group here. So here in this group, I am actually adding group members. Group members are nothing but team members. You have to choose a group member name. Okay. So Alan, Boris, Bau, Brandt, Brad, Brent, all these are actually AWS developers team. That is how you will create the groups, guys. That is how you will create the groups. Groups are nothing but teams in the organization. You can see these are the two groups that I created now. Power BI developers, AWS developers. Okay. Now then comes into picture, roles come into picture. Roles. Roles are nothing but permissions. Okay. Roles are nothing but permissions. Guys, this is very important thing that you have to remember. When you have user account, you can just log into ServiceNow. When you have user account, you can log into ServiceNow. When you log into ServiceNow, in the ServiceNow, you have so many applications here. Okay, you have so many applications here. So you can just log into ServiceNow when you have user account. To access these all applications, you should have permissions. Those permissions are nothing but roles. Having just a user account is just to log into ServiceNow. Having user account is just to log into ServiceNow. After logging into ServiceNow, you have so many applications here. If you want to access all these applications, you should have permissions. Those permissions are nothing but roles. Okay. So under user administration, you have roles here. Okay. So groups also created through automation, guys. Groups also created through automation. Creating user account, creating groups is not our responsibility. Okay. Our responsibility is different. I'll tell you what is our responsibility and all. We'll allow you to ask the questions in the end. Okay. So you can see if you just go through the go to the roles here, you have different roles here. You will slowly understand about each role in coming sessions. You will slowly understand about each role in coming sessions. So out of these roles, there is one primary role is actually admin role, which is the highest role. It is important in ServiceNow. So this role, the system administrator role, this role has access to all system features, functions, data, regardless of security constraints. Grant this privilege carefully if you have sensitive information such as HR records that you need to protect. This is the highest role in ServiceNow. This role will be given to only ServiceNow developers, ServiceNow testers, ServiceNow administrators. This role won't be given to employees. Okay. This role won't be given to employees. This admin role is the highest role. Okay. So this admin role is given to developers in the dev environment. The admin role is given to developers in the dev URL. This admin role is given to testers in the test environment. This admin role is given to admins in the production environment. Employees won't be given admin role. Okay. There is another role called ITIL role. There is another role called ITIL role. This ITIL role is for help desk technicians. Help desk technicians. Who are help desk technicians? Let me tell you. If your mobile network is not working, you will call customer care, right? Those are help desk technicians. You will call them. You will tell the issue. They'll solve the issue. Getting my point? You will call them that I have recharged, but it is not working. And they will look your history. They'll look at your history, and they will, if they find that you recharged recently, and then if it is not working, they will actually sort out your issue immediately. Okay. So whenever you call, right, they will create one ticket from their end. If they are able to solve that on call, they'll close it immediately. If they need some time, they will keep it open, and after that they will close it. Okay. So for help desk technicians, we will grant ITIL role. Okay. For help desk technicians, we'll grant ITIL role. For help desk technicians, team leads will give ITIL admin role. Help desk technicians, every help desk technician has their team lead, right? For them, we will grant ITIL admin role. Okay. So these are actually the important roles that we have to discuss. So admin role is actually the highest role. That role will be given to developers in the development URL, and admin role will be given to the testers in the testing URL, and admin role will be given to the admins in the production URL. Okay. This point is clear, right? Okay. So what I meant to say here is, if you have the user account, you can just log into ServiceNow. After logging into ServiceNow, you have so many applications. You can't access them. To access them, you should have permissions. Okay. Now what I am doing is, I am just opening the users. We created two users. One is actually by user. Another one is actually shaker user. And they both have user accounts. That's it. They don't have permission. You can see roles here. Roles are nothing but permission. Here you can see roles. Roles are nothing but permissions. They don't have any roles. They can just log into ServiceNow. That's it. So now what I'm doing is, I am just okay. I am just granting the roles. Okay. I am just granting the role to admin role to Abhay or Shekhar. I'm just granting admin role to Abhay. Okay. I am also granting role to Shaker as well. I have just granted role to Shaker as well. Okay. So now they can log into ServiceNow. They can see all the applications that you see here in the application navigator. Okay. Getting my point. Let me just log in as Abhay. Okay. Now he is able to see all the applications. He is able to see all the applications here. Okay. He is able to see all the applications here. If he doesn't have role, he can see only limited things. Now let me just log in as Shaker. Shaker has been added admin role, right? You can see he is able to see all the application menus and modules here as he has admin role. Without admin role, he can't see. Okay. But as per ServiceNow best practices, adding permissions to individual user accounts is not a good practice. Adding permissions to individuals user account is not a good practice because when these people left the organization, somebody has to come and remove these roles. Another guy has to come and remove his roles here. Suppose Abhay has got job in another company. He will leave the TCS. So somebody has to take responsibility to remove these roles. That is why adding permissions to individual user accounts is not a good practice. Okay. So that is why we don't add no organization add user account no organizations add permissions to user accounts, guys. If you are trying to add permissions to user accounts, then you don't have experience on that. Then what I'm doing is I'm removing the role from the user accounts. Okay. Have removed the permissions from the user account. Then what is good practice? Adding permissions to group is a good practice. Go to the user administration groups. We created one group, right? ServiceNow developers group we created, right? There is one group that is already there. ServiceNow developers group. Okay. You will add the permission to this particular group. Okay. So take let me just take ServiceNow admins. Okay. So in this particular group, there is no permission added. So if I add the permission to this particular group, what happens is that all the group members will get permission. All the group members will get permission. Let me just click on it here. So when you add a permission to the group, all the group members will get permission. Okay. If you remove the role from the group, all the group members will lose the permission. All the group members will lose the permission. I have removed the role from this particular group. All the group members will lose the access. So here in this group, I'm adding Abhay and Shaker in this particular group. Okay. So I am adding permission to the group. Okay. So now we'll go to the Abhay profile and Shaker profile, and they have been added permission or not, we'll see. They have been added permissions here. And Shaker has got the permission or not, we'll see here. Yes, Rajeshwari, we can limit only a few members can add the particular group. We can limit it. Only 5 members we can add, something like that. We can write a limit. Okay. Yes, there is an option to limit group members in the group. Okay. So here you can see Abhay has been added role from the group. Shaker has been added role from the group, not individually. Suppose if I remove the role from this particular group, Abhay and Shaker both will lose the access. Okay. Now we'll see Abhay profile. Abhay has lost the permissions. Shaker has lost the permission. Okay. If you grant the role, all the group members will get permission. Okay. Tomorrow, Abhay has got job in another company. He left the organization. He left the organization. This guy, group has manager, right? This guy will remove this guy from this particular group. Whenever this guy is removed from the group, whenever Abhay is removed from the group, he will lose the access automatically. Only Abhay left the organization, right? So his manager has removed Abhay from the group. Abhay will lose the access. Abhay has no access now. Okay. And tomorrow, Shaker has left the organization. His manager will remove Shaker from this particular group. Here, Shaker is there, right? Will remove the Shaker from this particular group. Only these managers will have access. So removing the users and adding the users, these managers will take care of, guys. These managers will take care. Every group has manager, right? That manager will know whom to be added and which person to be removed and all. So whenever the user is removed, he will lose the access automatically. Okay. So that is how an employee will be able to log into ServiceNow. Employee will be getting the permissions in the organization. Okay. If an employee want to access ServiceNow, he should have user account. And if he want to access applications within ServiceNow, he should have permissions. Those permissions you will get it from the groups. Okay. So now I am allowing you to ask the questions, guys. You can unmute yourself and you can ask your questions. Guys, there is a question and answer session in the end. Try to avoid asking the questions in the middle. Okay. Now you can ask your questions. So guys, we will be joining as a developer or administrator. We will be given admin role. We will be given admin role. Okay. If you have joined as a normal employee, okay, so you will be given some ITIL role, something like that you will be given. Okay. Yes, guys. Somebody is trying to ask me a question. You can ask your questions now, guys. I have unmuted everyone. Now. You can ask your questions.
Hello there.
Hi, Rahman.
Yeah. My question is, why do I add a user to a group to give role permission? Can't it be done directly, assigning the user that role?
Yes. If you do it directly, if you directly assign a role to the particular user, who will do the maintenance? For maintenance and all, here in the group, there is a manager, right? Manager will take care of the maintenance and all.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు గ్రూప్ లో మెంబర్స్ ఇంతమంది అని లిమిటేషన్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు అన్నారు కదా,
Yes,
అట్లాగే
madam.
మనం రోల్స్ ఇవ్వడానికి కూడా లిమిటేషన్ ఉండొచ్చు, అంటే ఇద్దరికే ఇవ్వాలి నేను ఈ రోల్ అడ్మిన్ రోల్ వీళ్ళకొద్దు అనుకోవడానికి అలా.
Yes, it is possible. We can do it.
Sir, what was the question? I don't understand Telugu.
Yeah. Let me answer you. So, can we limit the number of people in particular group? Is what the question. See, we are adding group members, right? Can we limit that? Can we limit it to only 10 members? So if it is more than 10 members, you should not be able to allow. You should not be able to add 11th member. Okay. So likewise, can we limit roles as well? Yes, we can limit it. We can limit it. That you will be learning in coming sessions. Okay. So guys, in ServiceNow is a flexible tool where you can do everything. 99% of the things are possible in ServiceNow. Only 1% is not possible. Okay. Every customer is choosing ServiceNow because ServiceNow is a flexible tool where you can get everything for a better price. Okay. See, if you go to a particular showroom to purchase a phone, we'll see so many features, right? Like when IT company will go to ServiceNow company, they'll see so many features. Getting my point? Yeah. Yeah, we can limit it. Yeah, I'll show you how to do that and all. Yes. Guys, you are able to understand the user administration clearly? This user administration knowledge will be helpful for every tool. It will be helpful for every tool. Even if you go to the, if you see Salesforce application, even if you see Power BI application, even if you see Tableau application, if an employee has to access Tableau, he should have user account. After logging into Tableau, if he has to access multiple applications, he should have permissions. So this is actually common pattern in every tool. Yeah, guys, you will clearly be able to understand about ServiceNow in detail. I'll make it crystal clear. Because I have trained a lot of people. For every batch, I will learn new things. In this way, if I teach, they will be able to understand better, something like that. I improve myself every day to teach better. Okay. Any questions from anyone, guys? Yeah. Just a moment, guys. Yeah.
Adding permissions, it will affect to the group members. Moving on to the same. Whatever you will remove, it will affect to the group all the members.
Yes.
So after that, you said that if the employees move from another organization, in that scenario, if it is removed, means other organization.
No. If an employee is removed from the group, only he will be removed the access.
Yeah.
If you remove the role, no. See, if you remove the role, it will affect all the group members. If you remove the member, only that person will be removed the access. You got my point? If you remove the role from the group, all the group members will lose the access.
So we are deleting the group member from the.
Yes.
Hi Uday, Shekhar here.
Shekhar.
Hello.
Hi Shekhar. Yeah, I can hear you, Shekhar.
Yeah. So you will be also covering integrations part because I do not see that from the curriculum.
Yes, integrations will be explained in basic integrations will be explained. For complete integrations, we have separate recorded sessions which I taught.
Okay.
Any questions from anyone? You are able to understand the concepts clearly? Okay. ITIL is not our responsibility. That's not our responsibility. That's a different role. Our role is admin role. There is an admin role right in ServiceNow. That role will be given to developers in the development URL. Admin role will be given to testers in testing URL. Admin role will be given to admins in the production URL. Okay. So you will slowly understand what exactly the ITIL role and. Well, for us, admin role is important. So we will either join as a ServiceNow developer or ServiceNow administrator. Very less likely you will join as a ServiceNow tester. ServiceNow testers have very less openings. Okay. Okay, so the task for today is create 5 user accounts and log in as that users. And second thing, create 2 groups. Add these 5 members in these 2 groups. Add these 5 members in these 2 groups. For one group, add admin role. For one group, add ITL role. Okay, that is the task for today, and we'll see you on Monday session, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you, and see you there in Monday session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.